Well, good morning. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays coming to you this live this morning with the continued playing of my Dumpster Fire Invitational. This has been a replay of the bottom 16 teams from the 1975 Major League Baseball season. Now we're now into the second round, so we're down to our final 8 teams. This will be a best of 5 series. I will not be playing every game. I'm just going to choose one game from each round here in the second round. Each division there will be jumping into a certain game. And you can see with the bracket we got here, let's take a quick look at the bracket. Today we are going to be playing the game that's at the top of the bracket. It's the 14th seeded New York Mets against the 8th seeded Los Angeles Dodgers. The Mets swept Detroit, who was the 3rd seed in the first round. So they're playing well, but they're going to be facing a Dodgers team that's playing well as well. The other matchups are Seattle and Houston, a 12 and a 1 seed, but Houston took everything they could to go 5 games against Toronto to get to the next round. Then San Francisco, St. Louis. The Cardinals swept their way into the second round. They are the 2nd seed, so they moved on. And then in the bottom, they'll be facing the Giants. And then in the bottom bracket there, the Twins and the Phillies are the most closely matched up in a 6 and a 4 seed. But we're going to continue today in our matchup with the Mets and the Dodgers. We're going to go ahead and play out the rest of the tournament schedule. So with Seattle, Houston, and Seattle takes that first game 6-3. J.R. Richard is now 0-2. Be curious to see the box score. Richard is being lights out strikeout wise, but he's not getting much run support. He did get 3 runs today, but the 6 coming through. Let's see how many strikeouts he had in that game. I'm just curious. He's averaging like over 13 for the tournament. So let's look at his pitching. Oh, just 9 today. Almost human-like from him. And I think this is the season that J.R. Richards suffered his stroke, or was it in '80? I can't remember. Well, I hit autoplay for 1 game, and it looks like it. Oh no, I'm on the wrong day. Excuse me. I don't know why it bounced back to the other day. Now the Giants and the Cardinals. And the Cardinals take that one easily. Well, no, I thought that was a 0. Got to get my eyes checked. Actually, the Giants take that one 9-6. And our other game, it jumped back to the other day again. Actually, St. Louis won that one 5-1. I guess because I am not playing that one yet, it jumps back to the previous day. And Minnesota, Philadelphia. The Twins win 6-5 to go up 1-0 and that 2-0 in that series. Okay, today's game with the Mets leading in this best series, 5 series, 1 games to none. We'll jump into that game. Here we go. We are into the second game in the second round. Let's get our lineup set. Pitching for the Mets will be Pete Falcone, who was, for the season, had a 4.16 RA, but his win-loss was pretty dismal at 6 wins and 14 losses. He's going to the mound for the Mets. And then Rick Sutcliffe for the Dodgers. He was pitching at a 3.46 ERA with a 17-10 record. And that is our lineup. I'll set the lineup for the Dodgers.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
well, that's loud.
boys and girls, if I could rise and please sing as John Crowley plays our national anthem.
As we go into the game, playing from Dodgers Stadium in LA, coming to the plate for the Dodgers, Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli, for this tournament, is batting .211. On the season, he batted .303 with 15 home runs. Rick Sutcliffe to the mound. Here's the pitch. It's from the 2 column. He grounds it to Say at third. Over to first. And then I'll bring up Tim Foley. Foley for the tournament, batting .300, batted .288 on the season in '79. He steps in as Rick Sutcliffe delivers. Here's the pitch. It's hit well, but it's a fly out to center field. It's hit deep, but not deep enough. Thomas on the play. Now we'll bring Steve Henderson to the plate. Henderson batting .333 for this tournament with 4 RBIs. Rick Sutcliffe toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. And he singles to center field. It drops in front of Thomas in center field. So with 2 outs, we have a runner on first.
2 outs, men on first.
And Willie Montanez coming to the plate. He's batting .350 in the tournament with 1 home run, 5 RBIs. As Sutcliffe digs in, Henderson looks to steal. Can he get the jump? He does not, as the runner will hold.
2 outs, men on first.
As Montanez steps in, Sutcliffe delivers. It's hit to short, over to first for the 6-3 putout.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
And we go to the bottom of the first. Go to the bottom of the first. Davey Lopes comes to the plate for the Dodgers. He's batting .450 for this tournament with 4 RBIs, and he does have a home run. As he leads off for the Dodgers, Falcone digging in. Here's the pitch. It's an infield single as Lopes beats out the throw over to first. So with no outs, we have a runner on first with Lopes. And already a base action check for Falcone. It's a possible pass ball. Pass ball rating for Stearns is a 3. And it is as we roll the 6 on the blue die. So Lopes is over to second with a pass ball by Falcone. So we have a runner now in scoring position with Bill Russell coming into play. Russell on the tournament batting .292. For the season, he batted .271 with 7 home runs. Falcone toeing the rubber, looking to bear down on Russell. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as Russell will take the walk of shame back to the dugout. 16 teams in the tournament now, but we're now, I'm into the second round, so Dave, it's down to 8 now. This is the second round. The Mets are the 14th seed, so they upset in the first round, and I believe this is 14th, 14th seed, and the Dodgers are the 8th seed. So we're into the second round. The Mets are up 1 game in the second round. It's the best of 5 in the second round. So Baker to the plate with Lopes on second, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Falcone. Hit to Hebner at short. Over to Montanez at first. 2 outs. Lopes cannot advance. That'll bring Steve Garvey to the plate. Garvey for the tournament batting .250 with 8 RBIs, though, and he does have 2 home runs in his 20 at-bats. Here's a pitch from Falcone. All 3s. Ballpark effect. It's lifted into left field. And it will be a put out by Henderson in left field, the F7 put out for the 3rd out. So we go to the top of the second, scoreless, as John Stearns comes to the plate. Stearns batting .167 in the tournament, .243 on the season. Sutcliffe toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to Stearns. And he gives Stearns a free pass. And Stearns is safely on first. With Richie Hebner coming to the plate. Hebner batting .385 for the tournament. With Stearns taking a short lead on first. Here's the pitch by Sutcliffe. It's hit to Garvey at first. Stearns will move over to second as Garvey pitches the ball underhand to Sutcliffe for the 3-1 putout. As Joel Youngblood now comes to the plate, batting .200 for the tournament. .275 on the season. No RBIs. Here's the pitch from Sutcliffe. It's a line drive single into right field. There will be an error check on Ferguson in right. He's a 35, so there's a chance for an error, but it is not. He will hold Stearns at third and Youngblood to a single.
1 out, men on first and third.
So with 1 out, runners on the corners. Doug Flynn to the plate, batting .231 for the tournament, .243 on the season. Sutcliffe looking to pitch him himself out of this jam. Got infield's halfway in, double play depth. Here's the pitch. It's in the sixth column, but it's a short fly ball to center field. That will not advance the runners as it's not hit deep enough. That will bring Falcone to the plate. Falcone on the season batting was 173, so he can get a hit, but I don't like his chances. As runners on the corner, Falcone will swing away with 2 outs. And he's hit it to short, over to first, with a 6-3 put out. So 1 hit and 2 left on. Sutcliffe pitches himself out of that jam. So we go to the bottom of the second now. Ron Say, the Penguin, comes to the plate, batting .368 on the season with 2 home runs, for the tournament, with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs driven in. Falcone with the delivery. And it's hit to Montanez at first, but there's a possible error check on Montanez. And it is that 6-3 is higher than the 41, so it's an error, E3 on Montanez that puts Say on first, with Joe Ferguson now at the plate. Ferguson batting .211 for the tournament with 1 RBI. Say no threat on first as Falcone delivers. It's a comebacker to the pitcher. Now we're going to roll 1 die on his defensive rating to see if we can swing the double. There will be, the runner at second was out, but can he swing the double? And he cannot. He had a very slim chance of doing that, but he does get the runner at second with the fielder's choice. Now Ferguson on first with 1 out, and Darrell Thomas to the plate. Darrell Thomas not exactly swinging the bat well. He's 2 for 18 for a 111 average as Falcone goes to the belt. Here's the delivery. It's in the 6th column. It's a deep fly to center field. Mazzelli's back, but he's underneath it for out number 2 as Ferguson holds at first. 2 outs. Runner on first. Steve Yeager to the plate, batting .294 in the tournament. Here's the pitch to Yeager. It's a fly ball into center field. Mazzilli underneath it for out number 3. So we go to the 3rd with our game still scoreless. And Lee Mazzilli back to the plate, batting .200 on the tournament. And Rick Sutcliffe pitching well. Here's the pitch from Sutcliffe. It's a deep fly into left field. Dusty Baker settles under it for out number 1. Now bring Tim Foley to the plate. Foley, his first time out, flew out to center field. Here's the pitch from Sutcliffe. Again, a deep fly ball to Baker in center field. Out number 2. They have 7 put out. So no one on. Steve Henderson coming to the plate. Henderson singled his last time up. And the pitch. And he walks Henderson. So with 2 outs, we have a runner on. Montanez coming to the plate. Montanez grounded to short his last time up. And the pitch. And he hits his fly ball into center field. Thomas underneath it for the third out. We go to the bottom of the third. I do enjoy this game because it flows so easily, and you can play a game relatively quickly with just the clicking of the mouse. Rick Sutcliffe to the plate, batted .247 as a pitcher with 85 plate appearances. Not shabby for a pitcher. Here's the pitch from Falcone. It will be a ballpark effect. Hit into left field. Slim chance for Sutcliffe, but there is a chance. It's a dribbler to the catcher. Stearns up with it. Over to first for the 2-1 put out.
1 out, bases empty.
So we have 1 out. With Lopes to the plate. Lopes singled his last time up. Here's the pitch from Falcone. He pops it up to second base. Flynn underneath it easily for out number 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
Now we'll bring Russell to the plate. Russell struck out his first time up. Falcone, toe into rubber. Here's the pitch. He lines it to third. Richie Hebner stabs it out of the air for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down.
Top of the 4th.
As we go to the 4th with our game still scoreless, as both these pitchers pitching well. John Stearns stepping to the place. He did get on his last time up with a walk as Sutcliffe toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to Stearns. It's hit to short. Russell up with it over to first. For out number 1 with the 6-3 put out. As Richie Hebner steps to the plate. Grounded out to first in his first plate appearance as Sutcliffe now delivers. One's all the way across. It's a single up the middle as it drops in front of Thomas in center field for a 1-out single. Hebner on first. Joe Youngblood to the plate. Youngblood singled his last time up. See if we can get some kind of rally going here at the top of the 4th as Sutcliffe bears down. It's a ground out to the pitcher over to first, but that will move Hebner to second.
2 outs, man on second.
So with 2 outs, Hebner in scoring position on second. Doug Flynn steps to the plate. He flew out to center field his first time up as Sutcliffe looks to set him down to end top half of the 4th. And it's a single to right field. Hebner will come in as it's stretched to a double. So we have our first run of the game, and the Mets now lead 1-0. As Pete Falcone will step to the plate. He will swing away to try to help his chances. Here's the pitch from Sutcliffe as Flynn will be running on contact. And he strikes him out to end the inning. But not after 1 run comes across.
And 1 left on.
So there were 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 left on as we go to the bottom of the 4th with the Mets leading 1-0. And Dusty Baker coming to the plate. He grounded out to third his first time up. Falcone pitching well. He's got a 1-hitter going, and I probably just jinxed him. Here's the pitch from Falcone. Rare play, check. And it will be a rare play. Let's see what we will get here. Roll of the die. It's tapped in front of home plate. We'll be checking Stearns' defensive rating. And it will be a subtracting 1 from his because of home advantage. So let's see what we got. And Stearns will make the play. Great play from Stearns as he's up quickly to get the short dribbler in front of the plate. As Steve Garvey will now come to the plate. He flew out to left field his first time up. Falcone with the pitch. It's a ground ball to second. Flynn up with it over to first for the 4-3 put out. And out number 2. That will bring Ron Say back to the plate. He reached on an error his first time up. As Falcone delivers. And he struck him out. 3 up, 3 down as we go to the 5th. With the Mets leading 1-0. And Lee Mazzilli back to the plate. He's 0 for 2 for the days. Fouled out and flew out to left. Here's a pitch from Sutcliffe. And he fouls it out to second base as Lopes ranges over down the first base foul line and snares it for out number 1.
Base is empty.
Now bring Tim Foley to the plate, 0 for 2 for today, as Sutcliffe with the pitch. It's a deep fly into left field. Dusty Baker on his horse, but he reaches it for out number 2.
2 outs. Base is empty.
That'll bring Steve Henderson to the plate. Henderson in this tournament swinging the bat well, the .368 average. He's singled and walked in his 2 plate appearances today. Here's a pitch to Henderson. And he strikes him out. As that'll be 3 up, 3 down as Henderson takes the walk of shame. Then we go to the bottom of the 5th. Their score 1-0. Mets as Joe Ferguson steps to the plate. Hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. Here's a pitch from Falcone. And it's a single to left field, drops in front of Henderson as Ferguson is on to lead off here in the bottom of the 5th. Darrell Thomas to the plate. Flew out to center field his last time up. Here's the pitch from Falcone. It's hit to Foley at second. It's short, excuse me. Possible error on Foley. He will not. No error as he gets the runner at second, the lead runner. Thomas is on with the fielder's choice. 1 out, man on first. Yeager to the plate. Flew out to center field his first time up. Here's the pitch to Yeager. And he strikes him out. Route number 2.
2 outs. Man on first.
So 2 outs. Rick Sutcliffe steps back into the batter's box. Again, swings the bat well, so he will be swinging away. Here's the pitch to Sutcliffe. And he flies it into right field. Youngblood under it for out number 3. As we now go to the 6th. With the Mets still leading 1-0. Stepping to the plate for the Mets, Willie Montanez. It's 0 for 2 for today. Batting .318 for the tournament, however. Here's the pitch to Montanez. It's flew into right field. Ferguson underneath it for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
As Stearns steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Stearns. Ground ball to third. Say up with it. Over to Garvey at first for out number 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
As Richie Hebner steps to the plate. Hebner singled his last time up. Here's the pitch to Hebner. It's a deep fly into left field. Dusty Baker with the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down as we go to the bottom of the 6th. With Davey Lopes coming to the plate. Lopes doubled his last plate appearance. No, excuse me. He popped up to second. No double. He singled his first plate appearance. It's 1 for 2 for today. Lopes from Falcone. And he fouls it out to second base as he's popped it down that first baseline again for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
That'll bring Bill Russell to the plate. Russell lined out to third his last time up. He's 0 for 2 for today with a strikeout and a line out. As Russell digs in, Falcone toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. Montanez with the play at second, over to first. Well, excuse me, Montanez is at first. As Falcone speeds over to first, he tosses it to him for out number 2 for the 3-1 putout. As Dusty Baker steps to the plate. Baker hitless on the day and batting .240 during this tournament with 5 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Baker. It's a double into the corner as Baker will be standing on second with 2 outs. Runner now in scoring position as Mr. Dodger himself, Steve Garvey, steps to the plate. Again, batting .227, but he has done well when runners are in scoring position with the 8 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Falcone. It's a ground out to the pitcher. Falcone up with it, over to first with the 1-3 put out. Runner stranded on second as we now go to the 7th. With the Mets still leading 1-0 in this tightly contested game by these 2 pitchers. As Joel Youngblood now comes to the plate. Youngblood 1 for 2 for today, batting .235 during this tournament. Here's the pitch to Youngblood. Sutcliffe bearing down. And he pops it up to third. Say with the easy play for out number 1.
1 out, bases empty.
Excuse me. Doug Flynn now to the plate. He singled his last time up. Here's the pitch. He's hit it deeply into center field. Thomas settling underneath it for out number 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
And Falcone will now be coming to the plate. Here's the pitch to Falcone, and he strikes him out for out number 3. As we now go to the bottom of the 7th, with the Mets still up 1-0.
Bottom of the 7th.
And take me out to the ball game, please. As Ron Say steps into the batter's box, Falcone toes the rubber as the music plays. Here's the pitch. It's a single to right field. Youngblood drops in front of him as he holds Say to the single.
No outs, man on first.
Falcone this probably be his last inning as Joe Ferguson steps to the plate, batting .238 during this tournament. He singled his last time up. Falcone delivers. Fours all the way across. It's hit to Martinez at first. Possible error on Martinez. He's a 41, so this is one's going to be iffy. And it is not. There's no error as he gets the lead runner, stays out at second, but Ferguson will be safe with the fielder's choice at first. As Darrell Thomas now comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 for today, batting 100 in this tournament. Ferguson on first. Pitch to Thomas. There will be a ballpark effect check. Can they get to it? It drops in for a line drive single to center field. Will move Ferguson over to third. As you can see in that roll, that 6 was the only thing that was going to get him on, and that's what we rolled, the 6.
1 out, men on first and third.
So Falcone in a bit of a spot here as we have runners on the corners with 1 out, and Steve Yeager coming to the plate. Here's the pitch from Falcone. It's hit to Flynn at second. He swings it. They swing the double play to end the rally by the Dodgers. The double play ends the inning, and we go to the 8th with the Mets still up 1-0. And Lee Mazzilli back to the plate. Here's a pitch from Sutcliffe. 3's across as it's hit to Ferguson in right field for out number 1 with the F9 put out. I'll bring Tim Foley to the plate. Foley's hitless for today, batting .261 for the tournament. As Sutcliffe looks to hold the lead just to 1. As it's hit to short, and Russell makes a leaping catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. As Henderson comes to the plate. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And he'll single into right field as it drops in front of Ferguson. So we have a runner on.
2 outs, men on first.
The man on first. Ferguson on first. And Sutcliffe getting weary. He's not yet into his B column, but he's not far off. Henderson looks to steal. Here's the pitch. As Henderson takes a huge lead, can they hold him on? He's caught still, and he guns him down. Yeager guns him down for the 3rd out to any chance of any extra runs, as that will end the inning as Henderson is gunned out at second by Yeager. So now we go to the bottom of the 8th. Falcone still on the mound. Can I get him through this inning? We will see. As Sutcliffe, he will come out. We've got to try to get some runs here. I know he's 247, but let's see if we can get something a little better in there. Put Rick Mundy in. Let's do Manny Mota. Manny Mota will come in. To lead off the bottom here, and for Sutcliffe. Here's the pitch to Mota. And he will single into left field. Mota coming in and getting the job done as we now have a runner on first to lead off. And Lopes stepping back in. He's 1 for 3 for today. As Falcone now bearing down. See if we can get a double play. Here is the pitch. Oh, it's in the ballpark. Oh boy. It has been hit well by Lopes. There's great chance it's been hit hard. It's been hit deep, and it hits the outfield wall. Oh, now there's a 1 in 6 chance it could be a home run. But it does hit the wall in right for a single, but it will move Mota over to second. So with no outs, runners on first and second, Falcone is now fatigued and pitching from the B column. He is now going to be coming out. As Neil Allen will come in and now pitch for the Mets. Neil Allen is 1-0 during this tournament with 1 inning pitch. Here's the pitch from Allen to Russell. 2 on, no outs. And he allows a single up the middle, but it will not score Mota as Mota holds at third. But we have the bases loaded with no outs here in the bottom of the 8th for the Dodgers. The Dodgers have something going on as Dusty Baker steps to the plate. Baker 1 for 3 on the day and a double his last time up. As here is the pitch from Allen. Baker digging in. It's hit to Montanez at first. Second to first for the double play, but that will score.
That's their second double play turn today.
So we'll score Mota from third. Lopes will move over to third. But we now have 2 outs as now Allen got the ground out into the double play, but it did score Mota, excuse me. As Garvey steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Garvey. And he lines out to left field. So we go to the 9th.
And 1 left on.
We go to the 9th now with this game tied 1-1. And we need a pitcher for Sutcliffe. Lefty, righty, lefty, so it's not going to matter. Bring in Jerry Royce. As Montanez steps to the plate, Roos looking to retire the side. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's 6s all the way across. Oh boy, rolling the die. But there's only a 1 in 6 chance for the home run. But it will be a leadoff hit. And it is the home run in 6. Oh, I got to roll it one more time. There's a 5 or 6 chance for home run as Montanez has taken this offering. And it is out of here over the outfield wall. Montanez drives one deep for a leadoff home run, and the Mets are now up 2-1 here in the top of the 9th with the home run by Montanez. As Jerry Roos has come in and offered up the gopher ball. As now Stern steps to the plate. It's another 6 column. It's a line drive into left field. As maybe I've selected the wrong pitcher for this event. But Baker will hold Stearns to a single.
No outs, man on first.
But with no outs, we have a man on first, and Richie Hebner stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch to Hebner. And he puts Hebner on with a free pass. And Jerry Royce is choking on it. As Joe Youngblood steps to the plate, as the bullpen for the Dodgers is now active, as Royce is in a jam. There'll be a deep fly ball to Baker in the left field for out number 1.
1 out, men on first and second.
So with men on first and second, Flynn steps to the plate. Flynn 1 for 3 for today. Here's the pitch. Ground out to short, but that will move the runners over into scoring position as we have runners on second and third. And Dale Allen steps to the plate. They will pinch hit for Allen to try to get some more runs across to get some run assurance. As Ed Kranepool will come in to hit. Kranepool stepping in. Kranepool he's had one bad appearance. Here's the pitch to Kranepool. Ballpark effect. Here we go, and this looks like trouble for Roos as it will drop in for a single. It's a single in front of Baker in left field. And we will see if we're going to send Hebner. And Hebner will score as well as Kranepool comes in and gets 2 RBIs. And we're going to see if Kranepool is going to try to move to second. Now, he will stay at first, but not after driving in 2 more runs. It's now a 4-1 game, and Mr. Jerry is going to have a seat. He has not got the job done. Bob Welch will now come in, try to slow the bleeding as 3 runs have come across here in the top of the 9th. As Lee Mazzilli now steps back up to the plate. He line drives a single to Thomas, and there'll be an error check on Thomas. Will there be extra bases added on? He's a 62. I doubt it. No, he plays it well to keep the runners at first and second.
2 outs, men on first and second.
As Tim Foley now steps to the plate, he's hitless for today. 0 for 3, but can he get something done here as Welch digs in and delivers? It's a looping drive to right field. Ferguson on his wheel horse. Can he get to it? He cannot as it gets into the gap. He singles into right field. That will score Kranepool. Mazzilli will move over to third
Men on first and third.
as another run comes across. 5-1 now Mets here in the top of the 9th as Steve Henderson comes to the plate. Welch with the pitch. Runners on the corners. And he walks him to load the bases. So with 2 outs, bases loaded, and Montanez comes to the plate. All Montanez did his last time up was hit a home run. So he's driven in 6 RBIs in this tournament. And all those RBIs, guess what, are today. No, excuse me, no, that's not correct. That's for the tournament. 2 for today. Reading the wrong line. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Russell up with it. Over to first to close out the top of the ninth. But not after 4 runs come across. The Mets now have a comfortable 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the ninth. And we will need a pitcher for the Mets. Skip Lockwood will come in to pitch. Lockwood has pitched in the tournament with a save. He pitched 5 innings, allowing 3 hits, but striking out 6, not allowing a run with a .80 whip. Ron Say, the Penguin, steps to the plate. Here's the pitch from Lockwood. It'll be a single up the middle, a lead-off single for Ron Say. As this 9th inning is going to make things interesting as Joe Ferguson steps to the plate. Say on first. Here's the pitch from Lockwood. It's hit to Hebner at third. Over to second to first for the double play. The 5-4-3 double play, and the Dodgers are down to 1 out, trailing 5-1 as Darrell Thomas steps to the plate, and they will pinch hit for Thomas because he's been swinging a miserable bat. And Reggie Smith will come in to pinch hit. Can he help the cause? As Smith digs in, Dodgers down 5-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. No runners on. Here's the pitch from Lockwood. And he walks Smith, so Smith with a good eye gets himself down to first. So there still is hope as Yeager now steps to the plate. Hitless for today. And let's see if we can bring in someone for Yeager. Let's bring in Rick Monday. Getting desperate. Desperate times take desperate measures as Monday digs in. Lockwood with the pitch. And he strikes out Monday, and that is our game as the Mets, with a huge 9th inning, bringing 4 runs across, end up winning this game 5-1. Let's take a look at our box score. Just curious about runners in scoring position. Yeah, you can see for the Mets, when they had runners in scoring position, they were 4 for 10, 400, which is not bad. The Dodgers, when they had runners in scoring possession, were 1 for 8. I think that's probably the tell and tape for the game because as far as hits are concerned, the Mets only out-hit the Dodgers by 1, and they also had an error. So if you look the overall average for the game, the Dodgers were a shade better. But again, it's leaving those runners in scoring position will get you every time. So that will be the end of this game, and that will be the end of this day tournament-wise. Let's go to the Replay Daily and just see a recap of it. Bob Boone in double trouble. It was a great day at the plate for Bob Boone on Monday as he cracked 3 doubles, but it wasn't such a great day for Philadelphia as they fell to Minnesota 6-5. Play of the day was by Willie Montanez in our very game. The play of the day took place in the game between the Mets and the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium on Monday, top of the ninth. New York batting, bases empty, nobody out, game tied. Willie Montanez hits a solo home run, and that uh, was basically the game. They added a couple more runs to give them security, but that was the winning run for the Mets. The game of the day, as voted by the fans, was played at Veterans Stadium, an exciting round three game. Minnesota overcame Philadelphia 6-5. Actually, it's round two. To get to a seed of 16, you have to automatically bypass to round two. But that's our game for today. Tomorrow, we'll see another exciting day of games in this second round of this tournament as we are continuing on to figure out who will be the winner of the Dumpster Fire Invitational. Have a great day. Enjoy the day that God has given you. I will be coming out shortly and playing my first game of PC Replay basketball. I hope you will join me for that.